There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Iowa State Cyclones, taking on the 17th ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Iowa State's offense will have the first possession of the game. So the last time these two got together, the nails were chewed down to the cuticles. It was a barn burner. Think we get another one of those, Jesse?
I certainly hope so, Reese. And I know that mental toughness is very cliche in all of sports, especially college football. And, David, it's something that coaches are always harping on. But this is one of those games, the team that's most mentally tough at the end, they probably win.
Especially in rivalry games, especially in big moments, especially when there's more to it than just a game. So I think that this is something that who can focus, who can stay disciplined, who can stay tough and keep and block out all the noise.
Running back searching for a hole. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Just listen to the Little Apple. You can hear it all the way to the Big Apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Back to pass, it's Beck. They're working that left side. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the Cyclones line up to punt it away. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Wildcats offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And this running game might have a huge advantage when they get to the second level of this defense, David.
Well, and this is a big challenge. Like, you're overmatched. You understand this guy is a top-shelf player. And I'll be honest, this defense has kind of struggled a little bit this season. But this individual matchup, you got to get him on the ground. You got to find a way to corral him, slow him down. He can't be the game wrecker. If that's the case, it's going to be too easy for this offense.
And if you're on offense, you got to be thinking, let's dominate in the trenches and let's get our star running back into the second level against this linebacker. We've got an athletic advantage at that position. So if we can free him up into the second level of this defense, make him make guys miss, those are going to be explosive plays for the offense.
Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Right on the money. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D. Nice tackle. Love the team defense.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. He's got it. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a crease, it's Hansen. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
I like the poise by the quarterback on that play, too, because a lot of times as a quarterback, you see the blitz coming, and immediately you want to audible, you want to try to throw the ball, but he knew that he had a good run play called, and he knew he could leave it on. Heads-up play by the QB.
Wants to throw. It's Beck. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. They knock him down finally, but boy, he was trying to make something out of that, and he stopped short of the first down marker.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well, and they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
The Cyclones decide to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. The give on the option. Pass to sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. You can't throw a rock in Manhattan, Kansas without hitting something named after Bill Snyder. A big ass to replace him. But, man, has Chris Kleiman done a brilliant job.
He has done a great job. And this is a program that's always built on the right stuff. It's built on toughness. It's built on defense. It's built on playing good special teams. That's why you mentioned Snyder, because that's all the things he brought. Jesse, I want to see them now with their quarterback being solidified take this offense to a new level.
Yeah, Avery Johnson's the guy, and he makes wow plays when you watch film. He does things that absolutely blow your mind, and if he can play at a consistent level and this offense can have balance, then there's no question the sky's the limit for Kansas State.
In the middle, it's Bradley. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, the drag routes put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
The Wildcats with the 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block him, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Got his man. Oh, what a caught. Shoved out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 15-yard line, and this offense is doing work.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
They've moved to the 16. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. He wants to throw it again. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game.
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. That drive covers 62 yards for the touchdown, and they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Back to throw, it's Beck. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And listen, the quarterback drops back and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. That's caught. It's Sowell. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
And I love the discipline on defense right there. Big third down. So everyone keeping their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the ball, making a tackle. Great team defense.
The Cyclones will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. On the run, it's Edwards. Nice move there. They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds a tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked. Maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty. It's sometimes it crosses the line of dirty, but that's why rivalries are so fun.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. The give on the inside. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cyclones coming off a program record for wins, their second-best poll finish ever, and who could forget that Pop-Tart Bowl victory over Miami? Matt Campbell continues to have the Clones flourishing.
Yeah, made it to the Big 12 championship game. Now they're trying to take the next step. You've got Rocco Becht at quarterback. He's a really good young talent, David, and someone I know they want to keep building around.
He's just fun to watch, man. He makes all the plays. Will scramble if he needs to. Been really good late in close games. That was something a year ago. They won a bunch of those games, but you're right, Reese. In the beginning, Matt Campbell, he's still here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Just when they're looking run, now up top. With the catch, it's Sala. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Cyclones are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Turning on the Jets. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Becht. They've got the screen set up. At midfield, he's got room. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Becht saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted, still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Becht, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Jackson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward.
Quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
And you got man-to-man coverage. You're running that curl route. That ball has to come out. You know you're going to get hit. Like, you know you stopped your route. He's going to be right there. He does a great job securing the catch, getting the first down.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. On the option. Now the toss. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
The give to the tailback. And they make the stop, and that will likely bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it's Kansas State who carries the lead into the quarter break. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. To the ground to try to pick up the first. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
After another clutch third down conversion, it's first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is done. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Wideout trying to get it in. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollard.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
Splits the uprights. Good. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
The Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking for space. It's Edwards. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That is a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese. Exactly what I said. Great get off. Great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
And the Wildcats are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. From the gun, wants to pass. A strike downfield. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And that's a really difficult route to handle if you can get a big fella working the outside in the corner like that.
No doubt, because he runs upfield first and then makes a beeline towards the sideline. So whether it's man or zone, you can throw that football away from the defender and make some big plays.
Wants to go up top on first down. Throws for the tight end. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and more. Open space at the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. He'll pull it on the read. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. Pocket breaking down. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Wildcats! A great catch and run for 6. And these guys just score from anywhere out there. After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Fires to the big fella. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Sowell. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Cyclones!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. Johnson looking to throw. Quick strike complete.
Defense has their hands full with this one. I know he's not the biggest guy playing the running back position right now, but they know he's going to be catching it too, and they're going to have to bring this guy down in space. In the passing game, they better make sure they get a lot of hats to the football. They've got their hands full.
The Wildcats in a good spot here with second and short. Got it behind the line. It's Brown. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Brown. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
This offense is clicking. Everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Brown. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Second down coming up. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They get him in the backfield, and he loses 3 on the play.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick? Strength to get him to the ground. That is a baller.
Johnson wants to throw it. Looking to the big tight end. Wide open downfield. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out and continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for space. It's Edwards. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
3rd and long situation, we're bringing an extra DB on the field, and we're telling our front guys to pin your ears back and go get the QB, and they get the job done.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash. Nestled just inside that right upright. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air. It's Beck. Got his man. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Finds his big tight end. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
Man, we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. To the ground with the back. Jukes his way for more.
Man, sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. The throw. Finds his big tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Tight ends nowadays, they're oversized wide receivers. They run routes like wide receivers. They make people miss now in space. They're guys that are now featured in offenses where in the past that wasn't the case.
And the Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. He'll do it himself. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the 1st down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Working their way closer and closer, a 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And it's on 3rd downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
Playing the option, man. Consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The Cyclones getting set on 1st and 10. Tight end now in motion. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Sowell. Good throwing catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside. Defense.
Offense will take that. Free 5 yards every time. Bad discipline by the defense.
Pushes ahead. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And this defense has given up some yards, getting all the way down here to first and goal, but great job on first and goal. Getting the tackle for a loss and not guaranteeing a pass, but putting this offense in a more difficult situation and trying to end this drive by only giving up a field goal.
Nice job by the wide receiver getting open on that slant route against man coverage. He fakes like he's going to the outside. He's able to create some separation, cross his face, and then secures the catch.
Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. To the air, it's Beck. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
It's good. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Waning seconds of the first half, let's see just how aggressive they'll be. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Cyclones will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. First play of this drive comes from the 5-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback on the keeper. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
That's what's so great about these QB runs. They just chip away at the defense. And as this game goes on, these little QB runs, they're going to help keep third downs manageable for this offense.
3rd and short, they've got them backed up inside the 20, and the D can get the ball back here. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Playing the field position game as he makes the fair catch right at the 50. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Completes it in the middle. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. To the air on first down. Got his man in the middle. And they bring him down quickly, but a good gain there. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on them second down.
On the move, it's Hansen. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a throw on third down. You need more consistency from the guys up front.
On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's second and 10. Looking for a man. It's Beck. Gets open down the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. He wants to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, the field goal kicker can step away from the net and go sit down, grab some water. They're not going to need him just quite yet. That was a great play call. Throwing the ball on third and short in field goal range. They get the completion, now setting up first and goal.
The Cyclones will try to put one on the board on first and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he runs into a wall. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it off.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They covered half the field with a into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Wide open spaces. There he goes. And what a huge play for this offense after that great run.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
And the Wildcats come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They'll ride the hot hand. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
Here's a heat. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Quarterback keeps it. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. Oh, man, they've already lost one quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost one. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Flips it out on the screen. He goes out of bounds, couple yards short of the 20. They'll mark it at the 18.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Out of the gun, the inside give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the catch. It's Brown. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. As they come to the line on 3rd and short from the 43, I wonder if they already know they'll go for it if they don't make it here. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And it'll be down right there.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Jackson. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Now, I know that completion isn't a touchdown. It's not a deep play deep down the field, but how about the strong hands by that receiver making that catch? He made that look pretty routine. He had that DB draped all over him and still was able to help this offense get positive yards.
Hand off from the shotgun. Spins away from the defense. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease, he puts his foot in the ground and he gets north fast.
From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Off the play fake. Here comes the heat. Gets it to the back. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting him the football, letting him get some positive yards.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. To the air, it's Beck. Got a man, it's Sowell. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
They'll go up top on 2nd and short. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
He's out of bounds at the 37. Second down.
The Cyclones can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The play-action fake. Got a man. It's Townsend. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
On third and short, they keep it on the ground here. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long. And here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
Back to throw, it's Beck. Quickly complete. And the Cyclones with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying play action. Finds his tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
The Cyclones come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Got a good one going here. All tied up in the third. It's 2nd and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Johnson wants to throw it. It's complete on the right side. He's loose. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking for a gap. It's Edwards. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
And here comes the offense on 2nd down. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the 4th all tied up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Kansas State will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Using his legs, it's Hansen. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Beck. Release to the back. Working that left side now. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a 1st down.
This quarterback has been really good today. Has been on top of it, seeing things really, really well. That pass right there put him over the 300-yard mark. That's a pretty good day.
And the Cyclones will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
The Cyclones can really attack on this 2nd and short. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, a lot of space. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And this QB is dialed in. You've already seen the passing ability to make plays down the field. But how about this? Running the option as well. The diversity in this offense, really hard to stop, and he's having a day.
And the Cyclones are rolling down the field. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Hansen. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Give to the running back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
To the air, it's Beck. Gets it to him on the screen. What a cut. Now he's loose. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it on the move. He wrestles him down at the 3 after the grab. It'll be 1st and goal.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
And now this offense on 1st and goal has a chance. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Under fire. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. So few fumbles are unpreventable. That one seemed to be, and man, oh man, what a devastating blow to this offense.
You got to know when the play's over. You just got to go down. It's an example of a guy just trying to do too much in this situation of the game. In the second half, just go down, take the points, take the lead, and keep playing.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Got the quick pass.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
It'll be 3rd and long. Johnson looking to throw. Bringing the heat. And the incomplete pass on 3rd down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw, and he's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
They dialed up the perfect call, splendid execution. Now they've got it threatening. 1st and 10 from the 27. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Sowell.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows. He can run slants. He can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the 1st down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that 1st down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. Looking to pass. It's Beck. Beck's to grab. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
when you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Looking to get it in. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Perfect timing to call that pass play. It's third and short down here in the red zone. Everybody in the stadium expecting you to run the football, and if you don't get it, maybe you kick a field goal, maybe you go for it on fourth. You don't have to worry about that now. Because of the pass completion, it's first and goal.
Touchdown, Cyclones! They move on top here in the fourth. They'll try to add another to their lead. The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Let's see what he can do with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Finding an escape route. Finds a little bit of space, gets 3 to the 22. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Caught near the sticks. It's Oakley. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary. You saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll leave it with him. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Johnson wants to throw it. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Most important part of a clutch drive. Piece together some first downs. Get in position. And here they are on 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff from the gun. Makes a man miss. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
He'll do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done then.
It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. Stop short of the marker, and they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back. If you want to look on the bright side, at least you can pile up a bunch of yards if you can move the ball because it is a long way to the end zone. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we've got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Hammers his way across the 10, picks up 4 to the 11. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on 3rd down. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Lots of running room. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
I know you took a loss on 1st down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
And you see tight end matchups all over the field all the time now. It used to just be in the red zone. Now you just find the big fella, you put him in the slot, try to give him the ball as much as possible because you know he can make big plays.
Getting late. Pressure building, huge 3rd down coming up on the road for this offense. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Looking downfield, it's Beck. The short hands, it's Jackson. The ball's free. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes.
And that's a great job by this defense, limiting the yards after catch. We know guys are going to get the football in their hands, and he gets the ball out quick, gets it to him. Nice job running to the football. When you chase the football, man, a lot of good things happen. That ball pops out, you recover it, a forced turnover.
First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Going right to work up top. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down, 2nd down coming.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. Across the 25, he's got room. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up some play calls that get guys...
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State.
Man, great execution. That is how it's done late in the football game now. All you need is that extra point. Bring the kicker out there. This is what you do. Just like practice, knock it through the uprights, tie this football game, and we might be looking at overtime soon.
They just need the extra point to deadlock this game. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a huge score and extra point there to get it tied in the final minute. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Looks like he's going to try to return it. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Leaves it with the back. Creates a little room. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. We've got a timeout on the field, and we are set up for a terrific finish. Dropping back, it's Beck. He's got him in the flat. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Some people in this situation would say take a knee. Some people say let the clock run out. I'll go win it in overtime. I say go for it. I like it. I think the coach says the same thing. Passing the ball a little bit down the field here. Be aggressive. Go try to get the win.
Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And so far today, man, both offenses have been so good. Like putting up points, being productive. Now in a big moment, man, the defense has a chance to step up. Nice job batting the football down. A couple more opportunities to make some plays and maybe win this football game.
Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, at this point of the game, with this field position with only a few ticks left on the clock, I think the safe move, obviously, punt the ball away, try to win it there.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Gonna run it. It's Jackson. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions probably, maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And the Cyclones come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Some misdirection with the counter. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day.
Yeah, you just feel like the running back's asking for redemption on that one. You know, 2nd and short, and you're giving him the football. He can't get the first himself. Now it's 3rd down. He's looking over on the sideline like, call it again, throw me the ball, I can go do this. It's never a good feeling for the running back in that situation.
The Cyclones get enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop, and you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the catch. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll go back to the ground. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Rushes on him. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. A really nice job. That
touchdown, Iowa State! And they're on top here in overtime.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
The all-important extra point would push this lead to 7. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. He'll start this drive firing. He'll pull it down and run. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Now on 1st down, they need to answer with a touchdown. Johnson looking to throw. Snags it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Let's it fly. Touchdown, Wildcats. They got the score now to see if they go for the win or the tie.
I Obviously, very hard to complete passes this area of the field. Nice execution. Now you're down by 1, and now you got to make the decision. Are we going to go for it and try to end the game right here and put this game in our offense's hands? What do you think?
And that's why I love having the ball second, because I get the opportunity to do this. I knew they scored a touchdown. We scored a touchdown. Now, do I want to go for the win, or do I want to continue this game on? It's so nice to have the ball second.
Don't assume on this extra point. They needed to send it to a second OT. And the extra point is good. Here in the second overtime, they'll snap it on first down. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, because he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
They try to go draw, but there's just way too much penetration in the middle of the offensive line, and that the offense has a negative play.
Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. Quarterback on the keeper. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
And, man, they sneaked the option in there on 3rd and long. And I don't know, was that a misread? Like, do you get the ball to your tailback? Like, it was pretty well defended. They had the quarterback swallowed up. He got some yards, but now you're forced into a 4th down, and this might be a passing situation.
Timeout called by the defense as they want to make sure they avoid any hint of a mental lapse here in overtime. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, and they strike first and take the lead by 3 here in overtime. Down by 3, it's their turn here in overtime. A touchdown will win it. Here's first down. Off play action on first down. Quick completion on the out route. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, another catch by the big fella. And, hey, this defense now in the second level, they've got to understand that they're going to see some play action. They can't keep biting on the fake. It's not easy to do. You've got to be aware of the tight end and his release. As soon as you see him get upfield, right now you know it's pass. So don't even worry about the fake. Get your eyes focused and find the big fella to go make a tackle or make a play on the ball.
I think a lot of quarterbacks like those defenses that will be passive and let it slowly develop. Nah, this defense, you could tell, they were aggressive and attacking, and it really paid off.
After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That'll do it! A double overtime touchdown to walk it off!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.